Hello, writers. Come write with me. My name is Mykela Greenwood. I create worlds for mind adventures. Welcome to my channel, Write with Mykela. I am very excited to have you join me, so don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you can go on this journey with me. Today is the first day of Season 5. Why Season 5? Well, because we finished reading Princess of Norwin and Staggerguard on Friday. This Friday coming up, we will have a new shared plot. So, first thing we normally do is we start our review of what happened last season. So, what did we learn or talk about in Season 4? Well, we'll start by going over the vocabularies on Tuesdays, which were the odd numbers of episode 1 through 5, so that kind of thing. And then the writing prompts on Tuesdays, which were also with those evens, those vocabulary writing prompts on Tuesdays. And of course, the story, Princess of Norwin and Staggerguard, was on Fridays, which were the even episodes. 2, 4, 6, 8. Now, feel free to jot down episodes for the vocabulary. I may try to put it in the description below so you can screenshot it, but I'm limited on words there. I think I figured it out last time I did the review, but I don't know if I can, how much I could put in there. In episode 3, season 4, episode 3, we discussed Precipitously and Petrified. In episode 5, we discussed Macabre and cantankerous. In episode 7, the terms were Untenable and egregious. Episode 9, we had the phrases hard-nosed, kid gloves, and a hogwash. Episode 11, we had Uncouple, illicit, and elicit. And we discussed both of those because they're spelled very close. The one is illicit, illicit, and that one was with the illegal part. And the other one was elicit, elicit, and it was like if you want to elicit a response or something like that. So go back to season 4, episode 11 to rewatch those two if you want to distinguish them. Let's take a breath. And leave a comment on your favorite in that group. I think my favorite was the phrase hogwash. Episode 13, we had Parlance and verbose. No second R in there. Verbose. Episode 15, we had Pretentious and snark or snarky. Episode 17, we had Antithesis, paradox, pristine, and immutable. Episode 19, we had the phrases brass knuckles, left field, and wolf in sheep's clothing. Episode 21, we had sabotage and subterfuge. Episode 23, we had travesty and judicious. Episode 25, the terms were abject, abhorrent, apoplectic, and metastasize. Episode 27, side-eye, and righteous indignation were our terms. Let's take another breath. There's a lot of vocabulary, so leave another comment. This time, leave a comment on a word or concept that you've used in your stories. I believe I have used side-eye, but that scene could still be in my head and need to be written. I don't know. I didn't go through all my books to see, but I'm pretty sure I have that. Okay, let's continue. Episode 29, we had kerfuffle, minutiae, and titillate. Episode 31, we defined Stockholm Syndrome and scorched earth. And now remember, for the Stockholm Syndrome, that had to do with you had to be in a certain setting, like a real life setting, not a fantasy setting. And you had to be, I don't remember what year that came into play, but you had to remember your setting if you use Stockholm Syndrome. Now, we are writers, so you could read the time period, you could read the setting, you could read about Stockholm Syndrome, and then you could adjust it to your setting and call it, something else. Like I'm reading Crescent City right now. I could call it Crescent City Syndrome instead. So I could rename it, and then I could make sure to drop in enough clues for my reader where they know that it's comparable to Stockholm Syndrome. So, and then Scorched Earth defined that term as well. Episode 33, we had the terms cattywampus, willy-nilly, and rigmarole. Episode 25, culpable and exonerated. Episode 37, we had nebulous and enigma. Episode 39, we had flaunt, grandiosity, and grandiose. Episode 41, we had maniacal, maelstrom, catharsis, and compunction. That is a lot of vocabulary. I hope these ideas are helping you to get your writing juices flowing or to keep them flowing. Like when you're like, what should I do? Oh, I liked that word. I liked that concept. Let me try to see if I can fit that in. And your initial thoughts may not be what you fit in, but it's a start. It keeps the juices flowing if we discuss all these things. Episode 43, the terms were mantra and mnemonic. Episode 45, we discussed dapper and indelible. The dapper was the well-dressed man. Episode 47, we had the terms birth, which was B-E-R-T-H, not B-I-R-T-H. So it was like the birthing of a ship, like not the birthing of a baby. So birth and reconnaissance. Episode 49, we defined the terms flamboyant, percolate, lament, and limitations. In episode 51, we defined insufferable and part of voyeuristic. Episode 53, we had the terms revamped and banal, or banal. I don't remember how it was pronounced. Banal, B-A-N-A-L. Episode 55, we defined requiem and sentient. Now, leave a comment on a word that meant something different than you thought it meant. English is a living language, which means it can change. Or you could comment on a second or third definition that surprised you, even if you don't plan on using it in your stories. Voyeuristic, it sounds really like a good word, I think, but it had a very embarrassing second definition that I never thought of from any context clues when I heard it used in life. I was just like, when I saw that definition, I was like, do I even want to do this word? I was like, okay, I'm just going to go with the first one. So, it did have a surprising definition for me. Episode 57, we had lewd, eclectic, and two phrases. We had hot car and spaced out. And remember, the context clues help us to figure out if the hot car was like a sports car or a stolen car, and spaced out was like, if you could have furniture spaced out, or if you were high and spaced out. So context clues helps you with those kinds of little phrases. And I think we had a term for those types of phrases. I don't remember the term. Anyway, you go watch the episode 57. So it's season 4, episode 57, and you can see what the term was for those phrases that have two meanings. Okay, episode 59, we had notorious and vigilante. Episode 61, we had mute and moot. So the M-U-T-E, mute, and M-O-O-T, moot. Episode 63, the terms were incalculable and irredeemable. Episode 65, we had evanescence and acrimony. 67, we had antiquated and nascent. 69, we had immunity and cajole. 71's vocabulary were infiltrate and imbue. 73 words were diametrically, malignant, enormity, and anomaly. Now, I have to apologize. I do have to apologize. Malignant was, don't do that. I have to apologize. The definition for malignant, or part of the definition, was malevolent. And I pronounced that word on the channel malviolent throughout the video. And that pronunciation is wrong. It's incorrect. So it is malevolent. And it's spelled M-A-L-E-V-O-L-E-N-T. Again, M-A-L-E-V-O-L-E-N-T. And I was putting that mal together, and it's malevolent, not malviolent. So I put, I screwed that up. Sorry about that. Continuing on. 75's words were tribal and radicalized. 77's words were sultry and nuance. Drum roll, please. I guess we could hit a bell. 79's were whimsical and fastidious. That was a lot of vocabulary. We don't normally have 80 episodes in a season. That was the most we've ever had in a season. So it was a lot of vocabulary. Feel free to watch any episode or send for a PDF of the script. If you read the PDF, I won't be mispronouncing things. Now, our writing prompts for your cave story. And the episodes in this season, season 4, were 3, 11, 19, 27, 35, 43, 51, 59, 67, and 75. And for a clue, once you get into the season and you know the first episode, like that was for season 4. The first one was episode 3. You can just start adding 8. 3 plus 8 is 11. 11 plus 8 is 19. So you can kind of find them because they're going to be 8 episodes difference in those things. But the review and the plot kind of throw things off so that the next season's not going to be like, for the cave story, it's not going to be 311, that kind of thing. It'll be a little bit different. But then once you get that first one, you can just start adding 8. If you're a math geek and you want to know that. If not, you could just look down below or in the below the cave story and get the episodes. Now, for a down soldier, the episodes for season 4 were 5, 13, 21, 29, 37, 45, 53, 61, 69, and 77. Again, just add 8. 5 plus 8 is 13, that kind of thing. So if I went too fast, you can get it that way. For your story with the setting, the episodes for season 4 were 7, 15, 23, 31, 39, 47, 55, 63, 71, and 79. Next Tuesday will be vocabulary. If you want a full list of the episodes for a particular writing prompt across all the seasons, then that is going to be in the description of the episodes with the writing prompt. So if you're wanting to know all the episodes for the cave story, you can go there and those are listed in the bottom. If you haven't started any of these writing prompts, you could start today. Start one or more today. Of course, my grandmother wouldn't agree with that advice, but you can start at least one today. The important thing is to have fun while meeting your own writing goal. Like I said at the beginning of this episode, all the even episodes, 2, 4, 6, 8, whatever, all the way to 80. Actually, 2 is the plot, so it'd be 4, 6, 8. Are the Friday episodes contain the story of Princess of Norway and Steigergard. And I am learning YouTube. I'm not really all that good with some of these things. So I'm learning how to do the playlist. And so I started playlists. And I did a playlist for City of the Ancients. I did a playlist for Tahia. I did a playlist. I don't know if I did it separately for each of the books of Eleni's Pride. Book 1, Book 2, Book 3. I may have. I think I did. And then I have a playlist going for Princess of Norway and Steigergard. So I've got those. I don't have playlists for the writing prompts yet, because I'm still trying to decide how I want to do that. If I want to hone my editing skills on the videos and see if I can chop off to where it's just the writing prompt or what. So those right now I have playlists for the stories, not for the writing prompts. Now, leave a comment on if you join me in writing on this shared plot, like you join me today, and or the shared plot that I'm giving you on Friday, or if you've written on one of the prior plots. And like I said, the plots are usually down in the description, so you can screenshot them, or you can email me at WritewithMykela@gmail.com. Ask for a PDF of a plot, and I'll give it to you. Last week we started our book club episodes on Wednesdays. So read the book 1984 and watch the episode corresponding to the chapter. So you read chapter 1, you watch the episode that goes with chapter 1. So it'd be book club season 1, chapter 1 kind of thing. It's book club season 1 because I haven't done a season 2 yet. So 1984 is season 1. So you just go, like if you read chapter 1, it'll be episode 1, and it will say chapter 1. And if you read chapter 2, it'll be episode 2. But it'll be the BC. I labeled them with BC for book club. So they're labeled a little bit differently from the normal episodes. So read the book, watch the episodes corresponding to the chapter, and join me Friday for our new plot, and let your creativity reign. What I hope for us is a chapter exchange. Just like a cookie exchange or a gift exchange. This is where we can exchange chapters. I give you a chapter by reading it on the channel. You send your writings in, and I read your stories. I guarantee you, our stories will be different, even though we're writing from the same plot, because my plots are vague enough. My plots are bare bones enough that we can write on the same plot and not have the same story at all, unless you, of course, you're sitting there and writing down everything I say in the video, which is no fun. So join me Tuesdays for us to get some more jargon. Our order for our Tuesdays will be a week of just jargon. The next will be your cave, and that doesn't have to be your title. In fact, my title may be Zolira. Then a down soldier, which I may name Kamek, and that will probably end soon because I'm in a final battle, or I'm in an ending battle, so I'll have to finish that battle, and then I have to do the epilogue, tie everything together. And then the fourth week will be the story that started with a setting, which I have named Kahira. And those 4 things will repeat. So vocabulary, and then your cave, and then a down soldier, and then a setting. Until a down soldier ends. And I don't know what I'll do after that. I will throw in some jargon each week on Tuesdays. So you get some jargon, you get a writing prompt. Most Tuesdays, one Tuesday is just jargon. Don't forget to send in your writing prompts and your chapters to WritewithMykela@gmail.com. No spaces. And all works shared on the channel are copyright protected, so there is no worry. It's actually proof for you, extra proof. You have your document on your computer. It has a time, date, stamp, whatever, but it updates every time you get into that file. You do the PDF or you do the Word document and you send it to me, then I have the time, date, stamp on the video, and that video time, date, stamp won't change. So that's proof for you if somebody steals your works. Now, in between days, don't forget to visit my website, bymykela.com, and read some character bios and leave comments on anything you read on either my website or a book you enjoy or an audiobook that you're listening to. If you're listening to audiobook, then leave comments on that. If you hit the like and subscribe and the bell, then we will continue to write together. Also, when you hit those things, that will help push the channel out there so we can build our community of writers. Because sometimes it feels like we're all alone. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate your participation. If you know someone who would like this video, please share it with them. This is Mykela with Write with Mykela. Bye for now.